All right, we're back. Okay, so next topic we're going to go into is my concealers, which are all here in this drawer. I also have some backup concealers. It's gonna be a theme that you're gonna see in a little bit, and the backup concealers are gonna be part of that theme, but the backup concealers are not gonna be in this declutter because I am going to use them and they are in my backup drawer. Which if you guys want to see what's in my backup drawer, let me know. I can do a video on it. It's not that exciting, but it shows you the things that I like the most that I buy backups of. So let's just get into the concealers here. All right, first concealers. Well, this is gonna be part of the bronzers, I think. We'll take that with bronzers. Yeah, that's gonna be with bronzers too. Okay, so first concealer is Juvia's Place. I'm not sure if this is too old now. This isn't my favorite concealer, but I think I'm gonna keep it around because I do like it. It's a good shade for me. It's a good shade for me. This is in the shade 19. I do like it. So we're keeping it around. It's not my favorite, but it's not the worst. Another one I'm keeping for sure is the Ellie Girl Pro Conceal. This is the concealer in the shade Peach. It's a light peach for lighter skins. It's not as dark. I use this almost every time I do my makeup. It helps correct the darkness I have around my mouth, because what I find happens is a lot of times it becomes gray around my mouth if I don't do this first. So we're definitely keeping that. You guys are gonna be mad, but I'm definitely keeping my Jeffree Star concealers. One of these is really yellow and it's actually my favorite brightening concealer. I forgot which one it is. I think it is C14. I have C14 and C13. I like C14 the most. I like this packaging. I like the gaudy Claire's looking packaging that people hate so much, and they were kind of expensive, and I'm keeping them. I am gonna go ahead and get rid of the Maybelline Age Rewind. First of all, I'm almost out of it as it is. And I've realized the more I've used it, the more I'm actually not a fan. I don't know if it's because it's getting older at the bottom. Also, we all know now that Maybelline is not cruelty free, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. I'm also gonna go ahead and drop the Becca Cosmetics. This is like their cult favorite, like pink color correcting concealer. It's really old, I feel like, and I also think that it's really thick and emollient under my eyes, and it just like helps enable creasing. And I am just not a fan. This is the under eye brightening corrector, and it's just not for me. I'm gonna keep my Kylie Cosmetics concealer. I've only used these a couple times. These are actually fairly new to my collection. On Ulta right now, all of Kylie and all of the KKW lines are on sale because I believe they're both rebranding. So I got both of these for like $8, which is crazy, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep them. I'm also gonna keep my Dose of Colors concealer. I like this one a lot, and like I said, it pairs well with my Dose of Colors foundation, so we're keeping that. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this BH Cosmetics concealer. It's really cakey. I believe I even have a backup of this in my drawer, and it's like down to the wire, and I just don't like that there's no lid on it, and I'm sure it's really old. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out. I really do like this though. This is a shade 104. I actually really like this concealer. It's really creamy and it's really pigmented and it blends out really well. It's just too old. I'm also gonna get rid of the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer in the shade 02, which is hilarious because this is my concealer shade and I bought the foundation shade this color. Makes no sense. This is really, really old, and I don't know if Maybelline is cruelty free or not. I mean, not Maybelline, Milani is cruelty free or not, but this is just really old and I don't use it anymore, and so we're just gonna trash that. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. I'm gonna give this one more chance because I'm actually not the biggest fan of the Pretty Fresh concealer for the under eye. I like it for other reasons that we'll get into later on in this video, but I am just not a fan. This is in the shade Light 45W. I don't know if it's the color, I don't know if it's the formula, but for something that's supposed to have hyaluronic acid, I find it really drying on my under eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the same pile with my e.l.f. one. And maybe I'll do a video of just like maybe products, and in that video I'll determine if I'm gonna get rid of those products or keep those products. Another concealer that's too big to fit in my drawer. Look at how obnoxious. Here's a regular concealer, here's a Too Faced concealer. Like, why are we so obnoxious? But I'm gonna go ahead and keep my Too Faced concealer because A, that's expensive, and B, I actually do like this. Not the biggest fan of this on the under eye, but in the center of the face it works pretty well. This is the multi-use sculpting concealer, and I have it in the shade Nude. I like it paired with its counterpart. A lot of the times when these brands make foundations and concealers that are in the same line, the Born This Way, it tends to work out, and when they tend to work really good together. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. We have to get into this. I have, oh wait, let's get rid of this one. Okay, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. There is a lot of hype about this, and you know what? I'm not really sure that I'm a fan, if I'm being quite honest. I almost feel like it smells strong. I almost feel like it's thick. It creases on my under eyes almost immediately, and I feel like if memory serves me correct, no matter what I put on top as far as powder goes, it will just always look dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a chuck. Really beautiful shade though. All right, I've got four I've got 4 of the original Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Do they even make these? I hope they still make these because these are way better than the Pretty Fresh ones. I have the shade Light 19D. No, I have Light 16, Light 18, Light 16 again, and Light 10. So these two look pretty empty. Light 18 and Light 16, and seeing as I have another Light 16, I'm gonna go ahead and chuck these, but I have a question. These both say Light 16, but I feel like they look different. Well, you can tell they changed their packaging. I even have the old packaging. See, it used to be shiny, and now they have like this frosted situation. So let me see if the shade is still the same. Here's Light 16 in the original packaging, and here's Light 16 in the new packaging. And I just feel like, don't those look different to you? Doesn't this look more yellow to you? Is it just me? Is it the lighting? Is it just me? I feel like they look different. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this Light 16 because it looks like it's still kind of a little bit full, and it is the newer one. And then what is going on with Light 10? Why did I have Light 10? What were we doing with Light 10? Is just, it's up here. Light 10 I feel like it's just too light for me. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a chuck. Go ahead and put these back in here. And now I might have enough space to put, yeah, I got enough space to put the huge obnoxious concealers in here. So that's dope. Go ahead and put this back. And now we're just gonna go in order in the drawers. So we're gonna go to the top one. These are all of my, well, this isn't all of them. These are some of my highlighters. Not all of them, just some of them. And maybe when we get done, I'll be able to put different ones in here. Highlighters are just sporadic around here because the way I stack them is different depending on what kind of packaging they're in. For instance, highlighting palettes are with my palettes. Highlighting compacts like these are just sort of loose and spread about. And then I have little highlighters like this that can fit in my drawer. So the goal is to get different drawers and be able to organize them all together. But for right now, this is our process. So you're gonna see highlighters a couple times in this video, but for right now, let's just go over the ones in the drawer. Right off the bat, I'm pretty sure I can get rid of this. This is the Nude All Over Color Stick in Illuminati, but naughty is spelled like naughty or nice. And it's a really good idea. I don't know if you can even see it. It might be hard for you to see it. It's right here. It's like this duochrome-y, liquidy, balmy. You can put it on your lips. You can put it on your face. I'm just not a fan, and I just don't use it that much. And so we're just gonna throw that out. The next highlighter I have here is from Becca Cosmetics. This is in the color Moonstone. Oh, I always will never get over their that's nice actually, formula. So this one I'm actually going to keep, like, to give to friends. I'm just gonna put a little basket here. It's not that I don't like Moonstone, it's just that it's kind of a little too light for me and I just don't reach for it as much. So we're gonna just go ahead and toss that. This is the Champagne Pop collection I did with Jaclyn Hill. I got it in the holiday collection packaging. Oh my god, nothing will ever, I feel like, defeat this. Like, nothing will ever defeat that, in my opinion. So I'm going to keep that because that is just beautiful. I always reach for this when I just want that over the top highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that and just leave it here. Same goes for this Fenty, what is this? The Diamond Bomb and How Many Carats. I don't use this as much as I used to because we're kind of over that whole glittery thing. It's got that putty sort of consistency where you can see it where I put my finger down. And really it's just glitter. I like to put this over a highlight. For instance, here's this highlight here. I'm just going to show you how I use it. See how it just literally amplified that highlight? Like, do you see that? That's crazy. It is really glittery, and if you're not a fan of glitter, this is not for you, but this comes in handy at festivals and concerts and all types of things. And I'm gonna keep her around still because she was expensive in my book, and we're gonna keep her around. The Juvia's Place highlight in Nefertiti. I'm a sucker for loose highlights, but this is what happened. There's no stopper in here, so now I have like this mound of just highlight in here, so it gets to be a bit of a mess. I like to put some on the lid and just take what's on the lid. I don't know. It actually might work out now. I just don't use these. It's nothing like against Juvia's Place. It's nothing against the shade because that's actually a beautiful shade. It's just that I find that these highlighters, and this is the lightest one, I find that they give me a cast on the side, like maybe they're too dark for me, which is fine. Every highlighter doesn't have to fit me. I'm on the paler side of the spectrum of things, so most highlighters work for me, so I'm not gonna cry about it. But I just don't find myself reaching for this formula or using this or thinking of this at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in a pile to give to friends and see if somebody else wants that. We've got 3 Colourpop highlighters left. This is the cult favorite Flexitarian. If you never had this in your collection, were you even a fan of highlight? Look at this. Look at that. It's crazy. It's insane. It blends in. If you don't want it too crazy, it blends in. Nothing can compare to this formula. I love to put these on and then put another highlighter on top, just sort of just to set it and just amplify the look even more. Definitely keeping Flexitarian. I also have the shade Lunch Money, which is similar to Flexitarian, but has a little bit more of a champagne-y undertone, so it fits my skin tone better. I'm definitely keeping that one. And then I have one that came in a collection called Guilty Pleasure, and this one is just also beautiful. A little bit more goldy, a little bit more pink, like goldy pink shift to it. And it works really well for my skin tone. There it is there. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. There it is there. I'm keeping this one too. I love this formula. I hope they never stop making this formula. And I can't believe how inexpensive they are. So we are keeping this. And now that I have space, maybe I can put... This is my Soul Body highlighter. You might have seen this in my Colourpop Valentine's Day collection. I will link it in the iCards if I can. But this is literally the best pink highlighter I think you will ever come across in your life. If you're a fan of pink highlighters, if you like a blush topper, this is for you. It's just the most beautiful, sheeny, the camera is not even doing it justice. It's the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen on my face. Every time I wear this on my face, I get compliments. And also, I once wore this highlighter on my face for 10 hours, and at the end of the day, this highlighter was still on my face. So I'm keeping that highlighter around. And I'm wondering if I can go ahead and add this to my drawer as well. This is another Soul Body highlighter, but this is a body illuminizer. I forgot to mention that this is in the shade Pink Truffle. But this is in the shade Platinum from Soul Body. The only thing that I don't like that Colourpop does and their sister brands do is they do this like, they like put stickers on top. So like, whereas this one feels like it's like part of the thing and won't come off, this one like already is starting to rub off, and I haven't even had this that long, so it makes it hard for you to like see what it actually is. Another gripe I have with these big ones is that if you have nails, you are not getting this open. But I love this. This is in the shade Platinum. It's a white gold, very, very gorgeous. Oh god, it's so hard to show you guys. Very, very gorgeous highlight. I mean, just look at that. It doesn't get any more prettier than this. Look at this. You ready for this? Do you see that? Oh, she's gorgeous. I don't understand why we are out here playing games. Like, why are we this on the chest, on the décolletage, like anything like that? It's beautiful. I'm gonna see, can I squeeze this in here? If I can move some things around. I probably can't though. No, I don't think I can. If I move these, put this there. No, I can't put it there. So we'll just stack it with the other ones. Can this fit in there? I can't fit nothing in here. Okay. Well, I don't think it makes sense to put a palette in there. Okay, so this is the highlighter. We're gonna put these back the right way. All right, now let's get into glosses and liquid lipsticks. So in this drawer, I keep all of my NYX lingeries in here. Some of these I haven't even used. Like this one still is fully packaged. I have some glosses in here. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. So let's get into it. First off, we have the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I'm definitely going to keep this. I just feel like a lip plumper, even if you like the size of your lips, just helps define your lip line more. And that's what I use this for. So we're keeping that. The Colourpop So Juicy Plumping Gloss. This is in the shade Nobody Knows. Nobody Knows. Oh. She's Here. I do like these. They are like minty. They give you like a minty vibe. But this nude gloss is like absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that. I'm sorry. Who is she? Why are we... Is this... Should we go like this? Yeah. She's beautiful. She's a perfect nude gloss. So we're going to keep that around. What we're not going to keep around is the LA Girl Glaze Super Intense Color Extra Finish Glossy Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Whisper. It's just too much. It's just, look at that. It's just thick and goopy and like look at how sticky that is. It's just not a fun time. And I used this back when I was like low on funds. Look, I literally paid if you can see this, I literally paid $2.99 for this at the beauty supply store, and I see why, because it's trash. So now you can see all of my lip glosses. So like I was saying, another one that's trash is gonna be this one right here. This is the LA Girls Glossy Lip in the color Vanilla Cupcake. I liked it because it had this orange shift to it. Let me show you guys it swatched. There might be a slight brown hue to it. Here it is. There it is swatched. So it has this like orangey hue. For a minute there I was into like these orangey peachy gloss lip situations. It's just, I don't like the applicator. It just gets dirty so quick, and it's just as sticky, and it just doesn't feel good, and the gloss doesn't feel good, and also it's probably really old because it's like separating. So we're just gonna go ahead and toss that. All right, I am going to keep the Maybelline Shine Shot. I know that it's not cruelty free, but this is the only clear gloss I have at the moment, so I will be buying a cruelty free clear gloss, and when that happens I'll go ahead and toss this. But I actually really like this formula. It's not too sticky, it's not too goopy, it's very shiny, and it's very nice. And so I'm also going to be keeping this one too. This is the Shine Shot, but this is in the shade 02. Apparently they don't believe in names at Maybelline. And this is a beautiful iridescent. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Just like an opalescent, iridescent, purple, blue, pink shift. It really adds a ethereal vibe to any makeup look, and it comes in handy more than you would think. So for that, we're gonna go ahead and keep it. Oh, I do have another clear gloss, but it's, I guess I stained it red. This is the Morphe Jeffree Star Collection Gloss and First Impressions, but I've made it red apparently. Or was it red? I think I made it red. I don't think it was this color. I wouldn't have bought it if it was this color. Yeah, I think it was a clear gloss and I made it red. I'm gonna go ahead and trash this. Not only do I not like red lips, but I don't need a red gloss. And I think what happened was I put it over a liquid lipstick, which is what I normally do with my glosses, and I probably got that red. This is the NYX Butter Gloss. Who remembers this? This is in the shade Creme Brulee, which is actually my favorite. I do see some discoloration here, and so I don't know if this is, do you see that right there? I don't know if this is expired. I think I'm gonna give it a chuck. I do like this gloss formula. It's very lightweight and thin, gives you some color. However, like, this is such a bubblegum pink. It does smell really good, but that discoloration makes me nervous. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it. Another gloss I have here is the Too Faced Melted Gold. I've used this gloss like one time, and you'll see why. Look at this. I don't know why I bought this. Who told me to buy this? It's literally a gold gloss. Look at this. It's just pure gold. It's pure gold with glitters. I don't know why I bought this. I used it one time and it was a really good look. I'm gonna keep this though, because Too Faced is expensive in my book, and I think it will come in handy for some type of metallic ghost look. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna throw this out. This is just a Wet n Wild lip gloss. It kind of looks like the Shine Shot one, where it's clear and has those glitters, but these glitters you can really feel, and I'm not a fan of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and toss this. Oh my god, I haven't seen this gloss in so long. This is part of the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip. I don't even know if they make this gloss anymore. This is in the shade Nonsense. I've used this so much, I can feel all the air in there. Let's see how this looks. I actually quite like that. Do you see that? Probably not. There it is. There she is. She's like a nudie with glittery. We'll keep her around. I think I'm gonna move my glosses, because these are the only glosses, with the rest, and do some maneuvering and put liquid lipsticks in here, because I have liquid lipsticks in a different set. I'm gonna keep like all of these, I think. Well, I might get rid of this one. I've been meaning to do a video on these. I don't know, I don't think I have. I've been meaning to do a swatch video on these, so maybe I'll do that first and then get rid of these. But I don't really care for these like bubblegum pinky shades, but I think I'm gonna keep these and do like I said, a swatch video on them, and then I'll decide after that swatch video what shades I want to keep and what shades I don't want to keep, because this was like their whole nude collection that I bought like last winter or something. So I've been promising a video on these for forever, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Okay, now that we've gotten all of these together, I'm gonna put these in here for now, and then I might reorganize. Oh, I forgot my mic was over here. I'm gonna get these for now, and then I might reorganize these later.